Yeah, what's up, guys? This is your passive baller. We are here discussing January 28th game day for the NBA. Now, this time we are talking about the game between Los Angeles Lakers and Detroit Pistons. But before we start, I'm just inviting everyone who haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, the Passive Baller, to please click on that subscribe button below and also include that bell logo. That way, you guys will automatically be informed as soon as we have a new video or prediction up. Okay? Again, Los Angeles Lakers versus Detroit Pistons. Let's check the standings. We all know that the Los Angeles Lakers belong to the West, and with the loss that they had earlier against Philadelphia 76ers, they're no longer the number one team. They're the number two in the West Conference with 14 wins and 5 losses. They were ousted by Utah Jazz, and Utah Jazz is now the number one team with 14 wins and 4. Although it's just one half game, still I'm sure Los Angeles Lakers would want to recapture that number one spot. Now for Detroit Pistons, they're at number 14 of East Conference, 4 wins and 14 losses, and they just lost as well last night against the Cleveland Cavaliers by 15 points. Alright, so this one is a bit easy in terms of who is going to win. I mean, no disrespect to Detroit Pistons, but Detroit Pistons is looking really bad right now. I really love their starting five. I love Blake Griffin, but Blake Griffin is Blake Griffin no more, if you know what I mean. I miss those days when Blake Griffin would really steal the show anytime. He would just jump out there and jump up there and perform a monster dunk. But due to some injuries, his outputs really went down, and he is normally sidelined. Every 2 games, every 3 games. He needs to rest and all that. So yeah, too bad for Blake. Also, the help that he's getting is basically limited. They have Plumlee, they have Derrick Rose, and also they have Grant, who's actually the leading scorer of this team. So this Detroit Pistons is going nowhere really for this season. Maybe they're just trying to figure out what to do next season, but with the kind of performance and then with the kind of lineup that they have right now, I don't think it has something to do with the coaching staff anymore. They just don't have the tools. They don't have the players. Okay, so obviously Los Angeles Lakers should win this one. Let's just try to see the spread and as to who is going to take the cover. Let's check on the odds. This game would be held at Detroit, so it's Detroit's home court. 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, so that's 9 a.m. Manila. The spread is 10.5 plus 10.5 for Detroit, so even though they're having the home court, it really doesn't matter. They're up against the champions, Los Angeles Lakers, minus 10.5. I am pretty sure Lakers were frustrated with the loss that they had earlier. We were right when we said Philadelphia 76ers, by the way. So yeah, and I'm sure they were frustrated with that loss. And this should serve as a redemption, so to speak. And of course, they want to get back to that number one spot of the West. I'm not just sure though with this 10.5, but I've reviewed the past games of Detroit. Out of those 14 games, 5 of which were in double digits. So it's not that many, to be honest. 5 out of 14. So nine losses that they had were just in single digits. But again, we're talking about Los Angeles Lakers right now, and a mad or frustrated Los Angeles Lakers at that, because again they just lost. In terms of fatigue factor, well, both played last night, so they're both tired. So I really don't think it shouldn't. It should give an advantage to one team because of fatigue. So I'm picking Los Angeles Lakers on this. LA Lakers minus 10.5 simply because they are better, and they are motivated to win because again, that was a supposed to be that was a supposed win last night, in respect to Kobe's death anniversary. So I'm sure they would want to get this win, and they would want to get this win in a convincing manner. Okay, so Los Angeles Lakers minus 10.5. Right. By the way, we also have a Facebook button there in our YouTube channel. Upper right hand, there's a Facebook logo there. It says message me. Just click on that. It'll automatically bring you to our Facebook account or our Facebook page. So just follow and like that page. That way you can actually see our announcements and all of our older videos. And you can also send us messages or questions whenever you need to. Okay? So that's all. There are still a couple of more games left. So just stay there. I'll be working on those other two. Peace out. Pass and love, and God bless.